As a clinical specialist in behavioral neuroendocrinology and men's health, I spend a significant amount of time analyzing the physical manifestations of human desire and physiological arousal. There is a massive disconnect between what men think signals attraction and what the human nervous system actually reveals. When a younger woman is deeply, intensely attracted to an older man, her conscious mind rarely dictates her first move. She will not tell you, and she will not make it obvious. Instead, her autonomic nervous system takes over, directing her gaze to a very specific area of your face while you are speaking. It is a biological tell that is entirely involuntary and impossible to fake. Today, I am going to explain exactly where she is looking, the neurological reason behind it, and what it means for your biology. Stay with me until the end, because the way you respond to this exact glance determines whether she bridges the physical gap or walks away entirely. As a specialist, there are certain protocols regarding male vitality and hormonal optimization that I cannot openly detail in a public video like this. But I left the complete clinical breakdown in the pinned comment below. Take a look before we continue. If you have spent your life thinking you missed out on opportunities because you are not actively picking up on obvious, aggressive flirtation, you need to completely reframe your understanding of female psychology. Men are constantly conditioned by modern media and superficial dating advice to look for exaggerated gestures, hair twirling, lip biting, or overt physical touches. But true, visceral attraction from a younger woman towards an older, established man does not start with a conscious action. It starts as an involuntary biological reflex. You have not failed at reading women, and you have certainly not lost your edge or your masculine appeal. You have simply been looking for conscious behavioral signals instead of autonomic nervous system reflexes. You were never taught how to read the clinical signs of limbic arousal, so you naturally ignored the subtle physiological shifts happening right in front of you. And that is exactly what this video is going to correct right now. The mechanism we are analyzing is clinically referred to as the triangular gaze, specifically the downward shift to the lower orbicular region. When you are speaking to a younger woman, the standard pattern of polite, platonic engagement involves moving the gaze between your left eye and your right eye. It is socially programmed eye contact. However, when her autonomic nervous system detects an optimized male profile, when she senses the stability, the testosterone markers, and the physical presence of a capable older man, a distinct neurological shift occurs. Her brain experiences a micro spike in dopamine and norepinephrine. This chemical release forces her limbic system to evaluate physical proximity and biological compatibility. Suddenly, and completely without her conscious permission, her eyes will drop from your upper face directly to your mouth and jawline. She is not admiring your teeth, and she is not looking at a flaw in your skin. Her brain is simulating closeness. The lips and the lower jawline are highly vascularized and deeply tied to the sensory cortex, making them focal points for evolutionary assessment. When she drops her gaze to this area, specifically mid-sentence while you are speaking, it indicates a profound cognitive shift. She is no longer processing the semantic meaning of your words or the logical structure of your conversation. She is processing the biological reality of your physical presence. Her nervous system is asking a primitive question about physical intimacy, evaluating your structural health, your cardiovascular efficiency, and your vascular vitality in real time. It is an unconscious calculation of genetic quality and physiological stability. The most crucial element of this interaction, and the one that dictates the ultimate outcome, is your physiological reaction to her gaze. This is where the majority of men completely ruin the dynamic. When a man catches a woman staring at his mouth, his immediate insecure reaction is to pause, touch his face, or ask if he has something on his chin. This instantly shatters the biological tension. It signals immense self-doubt, high cortisol, and a fragile internal frame. The correct biological response, the one that proves your absolute environmental control, is to hold your physical position, slightly lower the pacing of your speech, and maintain steady, unbothered eye contact when her gaze eventually flutters back up to your eyes. You must signal that you are completely grounded in the face of her autonomic arousal. You notice her looking, and you are entirely comfortable with it. You now possess a piece of information that the vast majority of men will never understand or even notice. You are no longer guessing, hoping for obvious signs, or relying on outdated dating advice. You are reading the raw, unfiltered data of the human nervous system. You know exactly what it means when her focus shifts from polite conversation to biological evaluation, and you know exactly how to hold that space with absolute authority. You have the blueprint. Use it wisely. Tell me in the comments, have you ever caught a younger woman staring at this specific area without realizing what it actually meant at the time? I do not know how long this specific clinical content will remain available on this platform. The link I placed in the pinned comment is still active right now, containing the exact protocol my patients use to optimize the internal vitality she is subconsciously looking for. Access it while you can.